Yo, what is up everybody, and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be playing Flexicex Car Crash Simulator, which is one of the best soft body games on Android/iOS. Not as good as Drive CSX, but we'll play that later. Drive CSX, sorry guys. So we're going to do a couple crashes in this Mustang first. That was not on purpose, but this car spun down on purpose. Let's get rid of that. Okay, we don't need that bumper anymore. Let me just reset the car. Sure, hazard or not one, we don't need. Lights on. Let's turn those off. Okay, so what we're gonna go do? We're going to crash into this tree. If I can stop spinning out. The spinning out in this car is so easy. So what we're going to do is we're just going to crash into it, going around 40 kilometers. See, it's really realistic for mobile. It's not as realistic as, well, you know what game. BMG Drive, of course, obviously. But here we go. We're going to try a different crash again. We're just going to go at 90 kilometers an hour. Oh, well, that was about 80 kilometers an hour. See, the pole gets launched into this. Easily. All I have to do is just load, drag. Yes, you sometimes dance on the pole. Only older people will know what I'm talking about. But the crash physics are decent. I think I did break an axle too. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go into the bridge and we're gonna spawn in the Phantom X8. We're just gonna go over bugs. And well, it's not really bugs, but it's something that they need to improve with this car. So I'm gonna crash over here on this bridge. You're gonna see what I'm talking about. If I crash at high speeds, something weird happens. I'm not gonna say until it happens, of course. So we're gonna crash into one of those big red supports, I guess. So the hood does not bend the most realistically. The crash physics need to be improved. We're gonna spawn in the trail rover, and I'm gonna show y'all a really weird bug with it that I don't like, and I hope they fix it soon. We don't need to be over there for it. All you need is just a no drag. Yes. So if you have ever gotten into a crash like this, where the wheels flies off, a lot of people notice that you get a lag spike. I don't know where that wheel went. The wheel is right there. I found it. I want to try that again. Yes, that is exactly what I needed to happen. So, if you notice, it might be a little hard to pick it up. But there's a huge Sorry about that, I had to go do something. I'm back though. But yeah, there is a lag spike like crazy. I'm just gonna flip the car over really quickly and you'll see it even better. Yeah, so you can see how where the wheel is, it has a lag spike. So we're gonna delete this car right here. We have the Mach Force GT, obviously based on the Mustang GT. The interior also kind of looks like a Mustang, except they don't have the weird arts. Not really arts, but they don't have like two places. It's like kind of weird because like where the odometer is, it's supposed to be like that on the other side, where there's just a dip in the middle. So we're gonna crash this thing. This has fantastic car crash physics. Alright, those are the best crash physics out of any game here. Of course, it's not gonna be perfect, but I take that back. This is not the best game that we're playing, because we're gonna play a different game. Don't mind all my games, but I have to dig through to get to the next game. Drive X. This is my favorite graphics wise, but for crash physics, not much. So we're going to go to Utah. Go to the highway. I got an APK to where there's different. I got every single car. I didn't mean to say different. Sorry about that. And yes, I know that there's an update, but it's too big for my phone to handle. 500 megabytes. But graphics wise, best game out of all of these. So we're just gonna do a couple customizations really quickly. So now we have an all blacked out one. We're gonna do text and we're just gonna put it right there. We're gonna name it black. Okay, blackout. We're gonna change these wheels. We're not gonna put slicks on, because that looks great. I think 6 looks good. I do that to where I don't have to watch an ad, because I still have to watch an ad either way. But this game is great in graphics. I'm gonna open all of the parts. So you can open every part besides the trunk, which I think is a little weird. Like if you open the trunk, whatever. It's still a work in progress game. It's not a fully done game yet. you have one, two, three camera perspectives. You can change it into X-ray mode. They have survival chance, open parts, which survival chance is like when you would see on a YouTube short. Which this is going to be on YouTube, but this is not going to be a YouTube short. So this is going to be my second long form video. I have another long form video that's probably going to be shorter than this. It's like over 10 minutes. This is probably going to be probably about 15 minutes. So let's play this game and just experience fun. The cars do not have the greatest traction in this game though. I don't know if y'all can hear this, but the car sounds good. I might have to edit that in later. But this game is really fun. It's not supposed to have airbags. This car is not supposed to have airbags. This is a 92. They did not come with airbags in this year. Is that a new text? That's no text. And 24. Right, I don't know if that's now right at all. But what we're going to do is we're going to get out the Mustang. Remember when we crashed into something going around 40 kilometers an hour? We're going to do that in this. So y'all saw the damage that we missed. This is a much more realistic car, but it's based off of the same even then, right there, the crashes are somewhat realistic, but it's not realistic enough. Anyway, that was at 40 kilometers an hour, just about. So yes, this game does have airbags, which is a really cool thing for mobile. But there's other games that don't have the best because they don't have airbags, but they don't deflate like the ones in this one. There's much more realistic airbags than that. That's just not a realistic airbag, it's static. And they do have nodes, but you cannot grab them, unfortunately. Hopefully that comes in an upcoming update. So what we're going to do is we're going to get into one of my personal favorite cars, which is a car that I like in real life. So we got the Hellcat. Hellcat Fighter. What it says. It's kind of hard to read it, but when you shine the camera in the right direction, you can see it. So we are going to go in the first person. Can't see the interior great, so we're going to go to Utah where you can see it. Fantastic. Okay, so here's the interior. A lot of cars have decent interior, but the speedometers do not work like they do in Flexicex. So we're going to go over the crashes in this car, since this is a Hellcat, which it has the supercharger, but you can't really hear it though. Yes, here's my example right here. So remember how the other one was the static loop? These just deflate extremely realistically. Now, of course, the crash is not perfect. But graphics, this game is the best game out of all. That's just graphics wise. Crash physics wise, okay. Crash physics on this game suck. We're gonna get out a different car. I don't really remember. Yeah, this interior, it sucks. You can't see the interior at all. But we're gonna get out of the Bugatti. It's called a, what is it called? I can't see that patch. So you can change the weather by doing this. I think we're just gonna have it at a lightning storm. Okay, yeah, Esposito. So we're trying to look at the water effects. Can't really see that right on the inside. And when you go to the outside, look at that. It goes and puddles right. Puddles are statically deep. Look at the down here. Whoa. This is not how I'm supposed to shoot. This is a motor. We're gonna try to get down there safely. Down here. Yeah, no safely down there. But it's not as good. I'm gonna go down here. I'm gonna go straight down. This is gonna be easy. I'm gonna go to the water. I just did some damage to that. That wasn't good. Watch the water physics. Yes, the water physics are fantastic. Fantastic. next game. Flex Body. They recently just got an update. I was able to do that update. Already 20 minutes. Good grief, I was only expecting this to be 15. They added a racetrack. But anybody that has this game knows that it's not really the best. But I'm gonna get off here. You guys, I recommend getting this game. And if y'all hear somebody in the background, this is my dog barking. I'm not gonna exit this video. So it's called the Marshall Bison. They do bison because the viper is an animal and the bison is also an animal. But this thing is fast. And easy to crash. This thing is fast and easy to crash. Nobody can go back and they can have a clash. I don't really know where that came from. I just kind of felt like doing that. Anyway, the crash physics are there. It's way better than Flexicex in my opinion. We're gonna get the Fuji. So yeah, we got the Fuji out now. We're gonna show you the crash physics on this. I might get my editor to edit some noises into here for y'all. But look, that's way more realistic than Flexicex. And of course, we still have the no grab. Which this is the same creator of the game that we will be playing next. I think you guys know that if you want Andrew the boss song. Andrew gave me the boss song, or whatever. So, yeah, the crash physics are there. We're going to the next game. I'm sorry about my dog, guys. It is Cindy Car Drive. My personal favorite out of all of these games are the best crash physics. These are legitimate soft body. And this game was originally made in 2012, but in 2013. Cindy Car Simulator, but that was the first version of this. So we're gonna go to Sandbox and Polygon. If you look down there, you can see a car. That's one of the cars. The graphics, they're not as good as Drive CSX. And there is not as much cars as Drive CSX. Like there's many cars you can get besides these cars, but I don't really consider these cars. I just consider those vehicles, not really cars. So we got the Sunrise Rally STI. We're gonna go out in this boat. We're just gonna wrap ourselves around a pole. If you notice, they have an airbag too. It's not quite like Drive CSX, but we don't always need it to deflate. So now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna find another car. We're gonna get the Scout T10 off-road. I'm gonna change it, and we're just gonna rear end that car. Look at those physics. So, what we're gonna do now, it's really laggy. So I'm just gonna close that window. And we're gonna go to the final game. Airbag and ragdoll car crash. You cannot get this on the App Store along with Cindy Car Drive. You used to be able to get this on the App Store, but not anymore. They have multiple cars. You might recognize this car from Flexicex. They have a Tesla. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to this. So you can see that That is a car from Flexicex. The airbag deployed. And there is crash physics in this game. Not really great crash physics. The airbag, it deploys and deflates kind of. But it's not that great. They do have side airbags. Try that. Not have side airbags. And none of the time airbags will deploy. Unlike drives, yes. Like, say we're just gonna do this. We're gonna dodge, and then we're just gonna drive, and we're gently crash. Look, the airbag deployed over there, but it's not deployed here. Because they crashed in there. So now, look, let's only do this. Yes, the airbag deploys. And that's because you're going 45 kilometers. It's not miles per hour for some reason. There are engines, as you can see, but there's not the most detail. But that is it, everybody. Have a good day. My longest video yet. Peace out.